So, why do we focus on oxidative stress? Well, have a look at one of the implications of oxidative stress and what it does to your methylation cycle. So, take a look. We have this essential amino acid, methionine, and it's used in a cyclical manner to supply methyl groups for multiple pathways of biosynthesis and cell regulation, but also detoxification. And so there is regeneration of methionine that is initiated by the transmethylation reaction. And the big enzyme that is involved is right here. It's methionine synthase. And what happens is when there is increased oxidative stress, homocysteine metabolism is diverted into this transsulfuration reaction. And what happens here is that this allows cysteine to be available to then sustain your glutathione levels, which is your antioxidant, very important antioxidant. And this diversion is carried out by this back and forth regulation in which methionine synthase, MS, up here is inhibited, and then CBS is stimulated, this enzyme, by oxidants. So these are the things that cause oxidative stress, and that's formed as a result of that. Now, there's other demands for cysteine that are shown, and that includes products of taurine and sulfate as well. And we know that sulfate is important for our oxalate status as well, because sulfate and oxalate exchange one-to-one. So you can see the relationship there and what the implications could be when there's low sulfur. Now, under conditions where homocysteine conversion to methionine is dominant, so going in this pathway, our folate and our B12 levels become really critical. And when there's chronic oxidative stress, B6 over here becomes the most critical micronutrient. So under the condition of oxidative stress, vitamin B6 status is extremely important. And I see a lot of people who are low in the vitamin B6. Functional B6 deficiency does cause accumulation of homocysteine and failure to maintain glutathione and taurine and sulfate as well. So even in a normal B6 status, if you have chronic oxidative challenge, let's say there's mold overgrowth, or let's say there's infections or environmental chemicals that you're being exposed to, whether it's occupational or something you're consuming, chronic glyphosate exposure, all of these things can deplete methionine and homocysteine and then restrict the formation of glutathione, taurine, and sulfate by substrate depletion.